And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Now Allen going to change it up. They'll run it. Here's Cook. It's a foot race. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 67 yards. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second and a couple. They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Arkansas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown,
Ashton Genty, 34 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And now it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
Still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's Cook again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Oh, and now some space to operate. Yeah, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The kick by Bass is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And some room to work.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
A run straight ahead with Genty. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Mendoza operating from the gun.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They get it to Washington, running left.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Mendoza.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
On the give, Genty.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Genty
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
13, Bills 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this
line.
first half of action. To the air, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. So here's a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
Now Allen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Genty. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Dante Thornton
as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will make it into the end zone. He's in for 2 points. And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime?
Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have us down deep into Vegas territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sidelines.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Allen. Out to his left. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
14 yards.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Completes it to Hardman. He finds some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
22 more yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Allen going to change this at the line.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
And the Bills first down.
Here's Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Third and 6.
Now Allen. Throw left side. He's hauled in by Palmer. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook. And Cook will get in. For a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third.
19.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Genty. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
One quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo.
All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the 23, here's second down and 7. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cook up the gut. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 42-yard line, here's a second and 5. Again, it's Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a handoff to Genty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 15. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Allen.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Mendoza. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Left side, Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
137 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
At the 41-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. The first carry now. This is Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
They run again on first down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
First throw of overtime for Allen. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 7.
A give running left. It's Washington. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down. They'll go. Here's Genty.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.